I was holding on to a lot, emotions, thoughts, energy, so much so that it was causing physical symptoms, insane amount of tension all over my body, constipation, wasn't great. And I met Yasmin and she convinced me that Kundalini yoga can start to move some of this stuff and release it and move the energy and ultimately alleviate the symptoms that I was experiencing. I was skeptical because I've done other kinds of yoga a good amount, a few years. I was going regularly to classes, and it was mostly focused on increasing flexibility and alignment and that sort of thing. So I didn't really think of yoga as something that would address the issues that I was facing. But Yasmin was teaching this course and happened to be starting soon, and she convinced me to give it a shot. So went for it. And upon first coming, it seemed like a regular yoga class that I was used to. It had the yoga mats and started with a little opening chant and all that. And I was rolling my eyes a little bit like, all right, here we go. It's going to be regular yoga and same old. But what I experienced was not what I expected. And what do you call them? The exercises or the poses and the breathing was seemingly simple, but the effects were more profound and deeper. And what really helped me to get into it was Yasmin herself and her teaching style and her ultimately her energy. First of all, she made the space feel very welcoming and safe. And I've been to a lot of other yoga classes and I've often felt uncomfortable and like out of place because the teacher is this insanely flexible acrobat essentially and speaks in very overflowing, I don't know what to call it, but like woo-woo, just really out there kind of language that it doesn't connect for me. And I just feel uncomfortable in a place and I can't do any of the poses. And I'm the only one in the class who can't really do it. So I just feel uncomfortable. But Yasmin made it feel very welcoming, very safe, didn't put like these high standards of you got to do it like this, which seems almost impossible in like some of these other yoga classes I've been to. And so I just felt very safe to do it. And there wasn't, this pressure to do something extreme. And there were blocks and cushions provided that I could use. And Yasmin encouraged me to use them to adjust the poses so that I was comfortable. And the other thing is that Yasmin communicates very efficiently and effectively. So I've been in other yoga class where sometimes they talk so much when they're describing what to do or the reason for doing it and all that, that I just get lost in my head in the whole description and I get confused and also just distracted and like taken out of my practice. And then I've also been to yoga class where they don't speak enough and they expect you to know what to do or they're just not good at describing it. And then I'm lost and I don't even know what to do. But Yasmin hits like the perfect sweet spot where she's communicating very clearly what to do so that I understand it, but in as few words as seemingly possible because she doesn't talk that much. So it's like just the right amount where it communicates, it's very clear, I know what to do, but I'm not getting distracted or lost in my head because she's talking too much. That really helps too and is actually impressive considering she's teaching the classes in English, which is not her first language. And so that really helps. And also the way that just like her tone of voice is feels good. It's encouraging, but not over the top encouraging where it seems fake, like a cheerleader type. She's not like that. So it's like encouraging, but not too much. It's just the right amount. And also, while we're doing the practice and things get difficult, she seems to almost read my mind and know the exact right time to come in with encouragement. And when I feel like it's getting too hard and I have to stop the pose, she seems to hit the right moment. She comes in with some encouragement, like you can do that. Something as simple as that is helpful in that moment. And something that she also says a lot, which is when it's getting hard, breathe into it and go even harder, which is the opposite of where I want to go in that moment. I want to go less hard and then give up. And she says, go harder. And then I do, and I find that's like a breakthrough for me that I've experienced in the class is, oh, things feel too hard. Let me go harder. And then find out that actually I can do, not only can I keep doing it, I can keep doing it harder, right? In a faster, stronger way. So that's really a lesson for me that I can take out into my life. And so that's been, I think, one of the biggest impacts and benefits that I've gotten so far from taking Yasmin's Kundalini class, because it's only been 6, so not that many, but that's already a huge lesson and takeaway that I got that I can use in my life. And then as far as the physical benefits, I can feel the difference and things starting to move. It's only been 6 classes, but certainly coming out of a class, I feel very different than when I walked in, and I can see that there's a lot of impacts of the moving of the energy and the breath that can help me with my issues that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So, yes, super grateful for Yasmin and what she's taught me so far in these Kundalini yoga classes, and I plan to take more of them because so far so good.